Go. All right, we are back. All right, let's get into a little bit of NBA and NFL news. In the NBA, so Kawhi Leonard got traded. So that deal we've been kind of sitting on waiting for to happen, and it actually went to Toronto. He went to Toronto for DeRozan.
Yeah.
Danny Green went with him. And then the Spurs will actually get a protected 1 through 20 pick.
Yeah.
As well. So this kind of sets the stage, obviously the Spurs probably weren't going to trade him straight to the Lakers unless they just blew the doors off with a better offer.
Mm.
But you don't need to trade him within your conference for right now. Even if the Lakers sign him as a free agent next year, which is possible because Kawhi has a buyout. Kawhi has the player option on the second year of the deal, so he's a free agent in 2 years, but it's really 1 year. So after this year with Toronto, unless someone trades for him while he's there. But his deal, he has a player option. His deal will be up at the end of the year, and he can sign a max deal somewhere else. So hopefully Lakers get him. So, tell me about Josh Hart. So I know you were kind of big on Josh Hart in Summer League. That's over.
Summer League MVP for Josh Hart. Lakers winning it again. I think his role could improve this year. What about you?
I think he was getting some decent time last year, for sure, considering where he was drafted. He played a pretty good amount of minutes. I think this year he will even more. Lakers got an issue right now with they don't really have a total true point guard. I guess Lonzo will probably play that role, but LeBron takes the ball up a lot himself too. But they're going to need some guard play too. So I think Hart. I think that helps him out for sure. So that'll be good. We'll see what happens this year.
Honestly, do good too. Also,
quick NFL news: Revis Island, dude. So he's finally calling it a career.
It's being deserted. 11 seasons after 33 years old. 7-time Pro Bowler in 11 seasons. That's pretty darn good. 29 career picks, with 3 of them being returned for touchdowns. So, but now the island is being deserted.
Yeah. So, Revis is kind of an interesting guy here from the standpoint of where does his career fall.
Yeah.
I personally think it's kind of a tale of two careers. I think for a 4, maybe 5 year stretch, he was absolutely the dominant corner. You could debate that extra year or not, but I think the other 2 years in Pro Bowl, it was kind of one of those things where it was like, definitely wasn't on his A game, but it was probably still pretty good enough to be on the Pro Bowl.
Right.
But I don't know. I don't know what I think. For me, I would say no to the Hall of Fame.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not. Wow. I'm just not quite there. I don't think the work was long enough that he was absolutely feared at his position. I just think maybe 6 years was the top of what he was doing as being just an awesome corner. I mean, I think Richard Sherman's run is going to be longer. Patrick Peterson's run is going to be longer as far as how good they were.
Yeah.
So, but time will tell.
I think he'll make it to Canton.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people will think that.
There is debate about first ballot, and it's like, no way, I don't think so.
Yeah.
For first ballot Hall of Fame, no.
But well, the NFL is different because they narrow it down. You can only pick so many.
Yeah.
Whereas in baseball, it's just, hey, if you hit the right percentage, boom, you're in.
Yeah. So,
to me in baseball, it's a little more, you're in. I don't understand. I'm going to make this guy wait 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
If you're good enough, if you think he's in, he's in. But in football, it's different because you can only choose so many guys. So, but we'll see how that plays out. He's definitely right there.
Yeah.
So, the PGA's obviously they're in Carnoustie this week for the British Open. We talked a little bit about it in the last couple shows. Getting kind of fired up for that. It's a major, the third major of the year. The conditions are playing really just long. The ball is rolling like crazy. Hard, burnt fairways.
It's not even green.
Yeah. So again, most of the guys are going to be hitting irons off the tee. Depending on the wind, later in the day, the wind is going to be so freaking brutal kind of like the U.S. Open, but probably worse. So it'll be interesting to have all kinds of shots they can play, bump and runs.
Yeah.
You know, they'll hit. They'll be hitting those low irons for days. You know, there might be even a couple par fours that they can reach.
Right.
It's just you got to stay out of the pot bunkers. So I'm gonna. You tell me who your top three are, who you're picking,
Yeah,
and I'll
let's
let
get
you know
into
who I'm
some
picking.
predictions. If I had to pick a group of three guys, I'd say Justin Rose will be in there. We were talking earlier about Koepka. Koepka will be in there, I think, coming off the U.S. Open win again. And then the third guy, you can throw so many guys in there, but I think you would have to give it to a young player like Tommy Fleetwood. I think so he plays overseas, plays overseas a lot. U.S. Open, he almost made that run.
Yeah,
almost took it to a playoff
last year too.
Last year too, and. But there's just so many guys. You can go with Ricky. You can go.
Yeah, there's
probably
Tiger. 20 guys, but yeah, I got two of the three that you have. So I have, my heart's gonna. I think Ricky. This is his time to win a major. He plays well on the links courses over there in British Open. He finished 6th last week in the Scottish Open as a tune-up. I mean, everything's there for him. This has got to be the time he gets over the hump. So I have him. I have Brooks Koepka. I just think. That guy just oozes confidence everywhere he goes, and he's won 2 majors. Pressure's not going to get to him. And I'm going to take Justin Rose. The guy just plays well at every major, and surprisingly, he hasn't won a British Open. So he's definitely got the game for that. My sleeper pick, like a shocker pick, and it's just probably the last month or so. Keep an eye on Molinari.
Yeah,
the guy
is
hot.
A
guy who's just flown under the radar for 10, 12 years as being just a pretty good, solid golfer and made the Ryder Cup teams. He has just been off the charts, and again, the majority of his career is playing over there. So
but if you take a guy out of your three that you think will win the most, who would it be?
Win the most what?
Who would
most wins in their career?
No, out of your top three, who do you think?
Who's my favorite?
Yeah, who's your favorite?
I have Ricky. I think Ricky. This is his time.
Yeah, I just think Justin Rose. He's been so close so many times. He's got to get one.
Yeah.
And he plays good on any course.
Yep. So that'll be fun. By the time we talk to you guys tomorrow, first round will probably be wrapped up. They're actually the first group tees off at 10:30 tonight. Phil goes off at midnight our time. So probably catch a little bit of that tonight before we crash out. But yeah, I think it's going to be great. I do think Tiger's going to play well. There's no doubt in my mind I think he'll play well. I don't think he's going to win. If he does win, I wouldn't be shocked.
I would.
His stats this year, overall stats are really, really good. He just hasn't put it together yet.
I don't think I'm going to be very liked about this, but I don't think he'll.
You think he'll miss a cut?
He'll be. If not, he'll be right on the cut line.
You think so?
I don't think he'll play. This is not.
He's playing on the back half tomorrow.
I just don't. So I don't see it. He's. I don't. From what I saw at the U.S. Open, just not ready yet. And then you come in a place like this.
Yeah. I just think his experience. He has so much experience on. It's not just get up on the tee box and blast it and then hope you're in the fairway. I just think he's going to be able to manipulate his ball pretty well, get it under the wind, bump and run. He's got great touch. That's just my opinion, but I don't think he's going to win.
But what we've seen in the last 3 years of what he's been playing, even this year, he goes left and right a lot off the fairways. You can't do that at the Open with
his irons. Maybe just depends where the ball ends up after you hit it.
Hopefully, now you're talking about the putter.
Exactly.
Got the new putter, so hopefully that works out for him.
All right, guys. Oh, and a quick note on the NHL. Hey, NHL fans, don't worry, we love you. We're NHL fanatics, so it's just nothing going on in the NHL season. We haven't really mentioned it in the last couple of shows, so I just want to make sure everybody knows. We'll be talking tons of hockey when it's hockey season.
For sure.
All right, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. We'll close out the show with a couple what the hells and some shout outs, and we'll be back.